Good evening, MMA fans. It seems like the dust is finally settling on this godforsaken UFC 249 card, uh, which has just been crazy, crazy. The whole thing's just been crazy. I mean, I'm just gonna call this card Gwen Stefani because it's just been bananas since the beginning, at least for a few weeks now. So we all know what's going down. We know we lost the original main event. Khabib Nurmagomedov not gonna be able to make it to the fight. There's a worldwide pandemic going on, and of course, there's a bunch of fighters stepping up to take the place. UFC went with Justin Gaethje for the interim lightweight title. Not a fight that I would want to see. This really doesn't make this card really interesting at all to me. As an MMA fan, yeah, there's going to be some good fights on, but it just doesn't do nothing for me because what are we in for? An interim lightweight championship? Another interim lightweight championship? I mean, Ferguson's been the interim champ before. They stripped him. The belt means nothing. It means absolutely nothing. It just means that, hey, you're going to be next in line once we get things straightened out. And it's pointless. They can do whatever they want. It's almost as useless as a ranking system. But like I said, me personally, whenever all these fighters are throwing their names out, I thought since, hey, there's not really going to be major implications as far as title picture. If Ferguson's still won the fight, I've pictured he has the most to lose. I would have rather seen a catchweight bout with Masvidal, but that's just because I'm a fan of Masvidal's style, and I think his technique and his power is a real good matchup for Tony's relentlessness and aggressive submission game. So that was my take on it, and I had a feeling that they were going to pick Gaethje anyway. He's one of the upper echelon guys. Now Conor McGregor is going to be available, so it makes sense that they went with him. But like I said, it's just the card is just watered down for me. This, I mean, do you guys see yourselves paying $60 for this still? Because I sure as hell don't. I mean, it was different, right? When the main event was to see who was probably the best lightweight of our generation, right? We had two guys with extremely impressive resumes, two guys with extremely impressive skill sets that were just going to go and they were going to do battle, and it was going to be a treat for us to watch because we were going to find out who is the best, especially after the turmoil that this matchup has gone through. Like I said, we're on our sixth try trying to make this fight happen, trying to see this thing, and again, it was just really the rug was just pulled out from underneath us, and I don't see why this card is even. I don't want to say why it's happening because these guys deserve to be out there and fight. They've all been training, but I think during a pandemic, if you got something like this going on that's scrapping a fight, man, just put it on the back burner. Let's say best case scenario, beginning of May, things are great. The world's returning back to normal. People are able to go outside and spend however much time they want outside, right? Make the fight in late May, early June. Best case scenario. Worst case scenario, it goes to August, September. I'm thinking, right? I mean, you're going through a lot of trouble to put on this card that, just doesn't really seem worth the trouble. And I hate saying that because it sounds like I'm saying these guys can't fight for shit, but that's not the case. They've got really talented fighters on here. I mean, we have, of course, Ferguson, Gaethje. We have Andrade. Number one is coming for their rematch. I mean, good fights. I don't understand how Greg Hardy got ahead of Francis Ngannou, but because I would rather have that fight in the main card. But hey, if I'm not going to pay for the fight, at least I get a treat in the preliminary card. So it's a decently stacked card, but I just can't take that this fight's not happening again, and it's just really not going to be worth it for me to buy it. At least for me. You guys can weigh in too. But with that being said, like I said, UFC's trying damn hard to get this thing going on, and no matter what kind of what the critics are saying or the scrutiny that Dana White's under, he's going to put this card on. They picked it as some remote island where the fighters are going to be, I don't know, some weird ass remote island. Could it be Jeffrey Epstein's old island? Who knows? Who knows where these guys are going, right? It's undisclosed for whatever reason. They're going to be tested for COVID-19, and then they're going to fight for money and get to come back home and spend the rest of their quarantine looking back on their fights. Which, hey man, if you want to do that, you want to do that. So, with that being said, I guess Tony Ferguson, taking this fight, he's probably got the most to lose. It's a short notice fight. He was supposed to be his title shot. Well, it is a title shot for Anaheim, but he's going to have his shot at the real belt. Justin Gaethje's got everything to gain. Taking a short notice fight. Didn't really get a full camp in, but he's coming in. He's taking a short notice fight. If he goes in and knocks Ferguson out, that takes a lot of momentum from him, and he's been waiting. Ferguson was waiting a long time for this matchup, and now he's gonna have to wait even longer. Who knows how many fights he's gonna be out after that? Hell, he racked up a 15-fight win streak before he even got, before the first matchup was announced between him and Nurmagomedov. So he's got a lot to lose, but I don't think I'm worried about it. I think he's gonna get this fight pretty much in the bag. He's a determined guy, relentless. Justin Gaethje's known for his style, that exciting, fighting his ass off style. But this is MMA. Anything can happen on any night. We're actually on this day from 2007, one of the greatest upsets of all time, GSP and Matt Serra. Almost slipped my mind. Yeah, Matt Serra versus GSP. That's a prime example of anything can happen on any given night. So about ranting about this whole mess and why I think it's not pay-per-view worthy, because that's just me. I might just be being, a little bratty about the fact that this fight's not happening the way I wanted it to happen. But with that being said, I'm picking Ferguson's going to win this fight. As far as the strawweight title concerned, I'm rooting for Rose to claim her title again. Even though it seems like that fight's been forever ago. Greg Hardy, I imagine he's going to win. But I don't know too much about the guy he's facing, to be honest. De Castro. Who knows? Two heavyweights, but I do know Greg Hardy is, he's got that athletic ability. Former pro football player, former Dallas Cowboy. So he's been doing pretty good so far in his career. I guess I'll give the advantage to him as far as name goes, and then from what I've seen, I guess I could be completely off. Vincent Luke, Nico Price. That was up in the air for me. Jeremy Stevens, Calvin Cotter. I'm gonna give it to Jeremy Stevens with that one. Well-seasoned veteran, a very good striking, very good boxing. I give it to him. However, preliminary card action, I will be watching for this fight right here. Francis Ngannou versus, I can't say this guy's name. Jairzinho? Rosenstruck? Or is it Rosenstrike? I think it's Rosenstrike. But either way, I'm feeling that Francis Ngannou is going to send this guy in the orbit like he usually does. Two guys not named. Dang, I'm really having a hard time here, guys. Sorry. Current heavyweight champion, Stipe Miocic. There you go. I'm terrible. And I started so good with the Gwen Stefani joke. All right, anyway. Orlando Souza, Uriah Hall. I'm picking Souza for that one. I'm not going to go through the whole card, but... And best of luck to Ray Borg. This guy has an incredible story, so I'm rooting for him all the way. All the ways he was going to have my vote, so good luck to him on this fight. Michael Johnson's on this card. So we got a lot of people on this card, but like I said, it's just... maybe I just might be being a diva about the whole I wanted to see the two best in the world go after it, and I don't know. The whole thing's been wild. Like I said, it's the card's been changed up, revamped. They hosted it at some isolated island for, I guess, to keep the fighters away from the general public, as far as away from the coronavirus as possible. They're all going to be tested. It was announced that Joe Rogan is going to have a part of that broadcast. I have no idea how. He's probably going to be watching in real time somewhere in California, maybe at a studio. I don't know. So the whole thing's just kind of weird, and I guess that's why it feels uneasy that they're trying so damn hard to put this fight card on, and really for what reason? Because it just seems like they're going to bite the financial bullet to me with this card, you know? But I could be wrong. Maybe this quarantine will have everybody want some kind of excitement in buying this fight. It's up in the air. Like I said, the MMA fan in me likes this card, but the MMA fan in me does not want to watch this card. The MMA fan in me wants to watch Khabib Nurmagomedov fight. And I sound like a broken record just saying that. So that's my take on this whole thing. Like I said, I didn't really want to break anything too much down or go into depth into analyzing the thing. I just want you guys to understand or to think, what's really going on? Why are they trying so hard to put this fight on that's going to really be, like I said, a financial bullet for them? Like I said, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Like I said, we'll see. I guess Dana White didn't get where he was, just not taking risk, and I feel like they're taking a huge one, but it could pay dividends in the long run. So you guys let me know what you think. I'm out of here. We'll see you next time.